स्टुडेन्टको सक्सेस भनेको उसको भिजा आएपछि जुनसुकै देशमा पनि भिजा आएपछि छिटो ओके सो लेट्स वेट
Let's not wait.
So in today's session, we will probably just briefly discuss how can TOEFL, TOEFL, that particular product that has been missing for so long, how can this product help you and help your students? That's what we're going to discuss. And GRE, I don't know how many I heard the conversation on the classes. It's probably not very much required, but we can talk about GRE a little bit. So we don't need to go through what is TOEFL because you know PT, you know IELTS very well. It's just another language proficiency test. It's got reading, writing, listening, and speaking sections, and that's what your students go through. Okay, but what are the special USPs of TOEFL? Probably we'll discuss in terms of, like I said, in terms of conversion. Okay, so conversion I think is the most required, most important part of your business. Okay, so we'll probably discuss that. So, students they never heard about ETS. Okay, so we go to a lot of schools now. IELTS PTE आयो, अब Duolingo आयो, खै ETS कता हरायो. Okay, so that's actually true, very true. Okay, ETS Educational Testing Service is a not-for-profit organization based in the US. Your not-for-profit organization, they never thought it was important to do marketing activities like our competitors kind of do. Right? Our situation competitors are just so strong in marketing, and that's where we're trying to catch up. Okay, we have an excellent product, but then we lost our entire generation. Okay, I don't know, this is Gen Z or Generation X or I don't know which generation is this. What is that? ETS is done for this. So ETS, knowledge we are a 75-year-old not-for-profit organization, okay, established, founded in the US, Princeton, New Jersey. हाम्रो सुरुवात कसरी भयो 1945 मा सेकेन्ड वर्ल्ड वार पछि the people who returned to the US, the soldiers, okay, how do we do their assessments and rehabilitate them in the society? Okay, त्यहाँबाट सुरु भयो हाम्रो assessment को journey, and then we started doing assessments in education in English. Okay, that's when TOEFL came around 44 years back. Okay, and the recent thing is our neighboring country India is running a project called Paraknu. So that Parak is actually means assessment. Okay, so our neighboring country India is changing the entire school assessment systems. Okay, and they have a project which they are running to take out the new assessment, and fortunately ETS has been given the authorization to do that assessment. So that's what we are. So we are very good at assessments. SAT test undergrad US ma. Okay, so that is actually owned by an organization called College Board. Okay, but who designs that test? Who does the assessments? Who does everything? So ETS does it. All right. So that's what it's a small background about us. Now coming back to TOEFL, PT 80 sajilo cha, right? Or IELTS it is famous. So TOEFL is student like here. Let's try and discuss that a little bit today. Right, so I'll just let's go to the next one. Yeah, so it is the same as any other English language. Is MCQs, multiple choice questions where students just tick it. Okay. Now, reading the question number 1, your student like okay, this is the question. On the side, he or she will be able to see the question. Where is this coming from? That paragraph. Okay, question तपाईको अगाडि हुन्छ, paragraph यही हुन्छ. Question यो paragraph भित्रबाट आको भनेर then he or she will have to just tick it. एउटा शब्द लेख्नु पर्दैन, एउटा सेन्टेन्स लेख्नु पर्दैन, एउटा paragraph लेख्नु पर्दैन. So हामी नेपालीहरु स्टुडेन्टहरुको के प्रब्लम हुन्छ, ग्रामर मिस्टेक हुन्छ, मैले के हुन्छ. These are MCQs. Listening, I'll tell you what. Listening we give the content. Okay? पैसा चाहिँ त्यहाँ जान्छ मार्केटिङ भन्दा त्यही भएर हामीले चाहिँ we lost a little bit. So we do a lot of research. Okay? The Australian S56. Okay? We knew it in February 2022 that this was coming. Okay? So that is the extent of research that ETS goes through. Alright? So the next 2 years is predicted to be Canada's year. That is also predicted by ETS. So that's the research that we do. Alright? And even in our test, we have a lot of research. So त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि अलिकति लामो भयो तर our test changed every 2 to 3 years. Okay? And we were evolving. So अहिले अब आएर के भयो भनेदेखि we decided, okay, so we will do our research in other ways. Okay, we will do our research from the test that is given, but we will take out the research sections. So our test now, the TOEFL test now is 1 hour 56 minutes long, which is the shortest gold standard English proficiency test at present. Okay, so we are the shortest. Now when we made it shortest, okay, we also decided in the writing section, एउटा स्टुडेन्टलाई जाँचको बेलामा 600 वटा वर्ड लेखेर assessment गर्नु पर्दैन. We don't have to make them write 600 words to do an assessment. So what we will do is we will make him do something that is more academic oriented. So we changed that essay, independent writing, to an academic writing. जहाँ चाहिँ के हुन्छ भनेदेखि एउटा प्रोफेसरले एउटा केही भनौँ न एउटा टपिकमा he will put out a paragraph. दुईटा स्टुडेन्टको त्यसमा ओपिनियन हुन्छ, आई अग्री टु दिस यस्तो or I don't agree to this. र थर्डमा उसले 100 वर्ड्सको I have put in my opinion about that topic. Okay? So why is this important is because now the university system is changing everywhere in the world. Okay? So these kind of writings will help students in their university or colleges that they go to. So that is the change we made. And when we made this change, now I don't know if you are focused, but Nepal is definitely an Australia-centric market. So Australia, the Australian government or the DHA decided, hold on, तपाईहरुले एउटा चेन्ज गर्नु भएको छ, हामीले त्यो हेर्नुपर्छ. Okay? हामीले त्यो हेर्नुपर्छ र रिभ्यू गर्नुपर्छ. So we said, okay, तपाईले रिभ्यू गर्नुस्. What do you want? They said up to the 17th of July, up to the 20th of July, please submit all your details about your test. And we submitted all our details on the 17th of July. Okay, and the independent assessment body has been established. And so Australia currently is reviewing the new TOEFL. Okay, it's a matter of weeks, probably maximum a matter of a couple of months. And after that, we're going to be back. Okay, but I believe a lot of associations are not faken. Thank you so much. You haven't even heard about it. Okay, so that's where positivity goes. So a lot of associations here have actually started circulating. Yeah, no, TOEFL garnu hudaina. TOEFL accepted China. Okay, but that is half the news. So the last review that was this one. Please remember, this is a TOEFL-oriented review. Okay, because TOEFL has changed. All right, but every couple of years, the Australian government or the DHA does these assessments. Okay, sabai test ko, chahe IELTS hoस्, PTE hoस्, TOEFL hoस्, अथवा self-pip hoस्, जुनसुकै होस्. Okay, so त्यो test, the last test that happened last year in March, TOEFL was the only test that got a 3 out of 3. All right, in the assessments. So that is where our standards are. So we are confident that even this small review is not going to matter. We are going to be back very soon. All right. So everywhere your student goes around the world. So मैले अस्ति यहाँ हाम्रो छबिन्द्रजीहरुसँग कुरा गर्दाखेरि we came to know that FACN has a very diverse range of partners. Okay, so members. Not everybody is focused on Australia. So you might have Japan, you might have the Scandinavian countries, right? Canada, UK, wherever. So this actually is the first thing, is the first step where TOEFL can help your students. तपाईहरुको स्टुडेन्ट्सले after this Australian review in a matter of weeks, तपाईहरुको स्टुडेन्ट्सले TOEFL लिएपछि they can go anywhere in the world. Okay? They can also take an IELTS and go. and they can also take a TOEFL and go. The only difference with TOEFL is they can go to at least 1,000 more universities and institutions around the world, more than IELTS. But there are some tests where it's accepted there, down under, but not accepted somewhere else. So त्यस्तो हुँदाखेरि तपाईहरुको स्टुडेन्टले फेरि अपियर गर्नुपर्छ एक्जाम, okay, which is a big burden. हामी यतिकै हल्का लिन्छ जाउँ त अर्को टेस्ट लिएर आऊ, तर त्यो भनेको अर्को 27,000-28,000 रुपैयाँ हो, right? And then the stress, the time wasted. So the first thing that TOEFL helps you is TOEFL can take your students anywhere around the world. Japan, okay? तपाईहरु मध्ये कसैले जापानमा रिक्रुटमेन्ट गर्नुहुन्छ होला, त्यहाँ you know there are so many universities coming up and offering courses in English. They prefer the TOEFL test. Singapore, Hong Kong, Germany and France. जसले चाहिँ पहिला चाहिँ भन्थ्यो जर्मनीले यहाँ पहिला गोथे इन्स्टिट्युटमा गएर ल्याङ्ग्वेज पढ्ने, त्यसपछि कति एउटा जाँच पास गर्ने, कति लेभलको अनि स्कोर ल्याउने अनि आउने. They realize, okay, they are losing the race. Australia is picking up so well, where it is the 4th largest contributor of the GDP, international education. And हामीले जब हाम्रो जर्मन भाषा सिकेर आऊ भन्छ, we are losing out. किनभने यहाँ 9 महिनासम्म त सिटै हुँदैन. नेपालमा मात्र हैन, अरु ठाउँमा पनि. Okay, so they started opening up universities in English. France, amazing business schools. They started opening up their universities in English. Okay, they teach Japanese on the side, or the German on the side, or French on the side, but they run their courses in English, and they prefer the TOEFL test. Okay, so English-speaking countries, not a problem at all. All right, so this is the first benefit. Now the second benefit, we will go over a slightly different. Okay, so this is convenience. Okay, number 2. तपाईहरु मध्ये कतिजना धेरै वर्षदेखि यो सेक्टरमा हुनुहुन्छ होला, राइट? र हरेक वर्ष तपाईहरुले फिल गर्नु होला, ओहो यसको त डेटै पाइदैन, यसको त 8 महिना कुर्नु पर्ने, यसको 12 महिना कुर्नु पर्ने, यसको 3 महिना कुर्नु पर्ने. त्यो सिचुएसनमा त हामी पुगेका छौं नि, पुगेका छैनौं, राइट? ओके, सो TOEFL मा त्यो प्रब्लम हजुरहरुलाई कहिले पनि आउँदैन. Okay, because we can open up dates as per demand. Okay, अहिले हाम्रो सेन्टर्सहरुमा जतिवटा डेट छ त्योबाट भन्दा बढी चाहिएमा we can open up. The local team here, we can open up, and we did that in December 2022 within a span of 3 days. Okay, there were 3 test takers who wanted to take the test, and we opened up 3 centers in Kathmandu. That is close to 28 seats. So we can do that. All right. Now students like TOEFL is the most convenient test. They can take it at a test center. All right. We have around 5 test centers in Kathmandu itself. We have opened one in Chitwan. We are opening in Pokhara and Italy and Goodwall. Okay. And like I already mentioned to the committee at FACON, if things go well, probably a FACON can have a FACON test center. Why not? Right? Because it is by demand. If there is a demand, we don't have an issue. Okay, if the security is right, we can open up a test center. So they can do it at a test center where there is 60 administrations a year, that means 60 dates, or they can even do it at home. The home edition of TOEFL is accepted by all US universities and the prestigious universities in the UK, the Russell Group, the Group of 8s in Australia, even today when the High Commission is reviewing the test. Okay, the Triple Crowns, it's all accepted, and a lot of European schools. All right, so the home edition. But if somebody says I want to go to, let's say, the 400, 500, 600 ranking universities in Australia, they better take it at a test center. Okay, so I'll do a advice by the Nola. So paper edition, TOEFL has a paper edition, but we haven't launched it in Nepal because the new test came by. Okay, so in October we will probably decide. When our fiscal year ends in September, October we have a new fiscal year, we can decide. But it's already available in 5 countries, and the nearest one is in India. So we can even have a paper edition test. Alright, so TOEFL is accepted all over the world. We are convenient. Now, I don't know whether you've tried this or not. Equal to try office by a student now, just ask them TOEFL Luna. Okay? They'll tell you 2 things, I think. Right? Other ask them, what will they tell you?
That's like, they won't tell you for sure.
Okay, but if they give you a reason,
Yes,
why?
I think PD is easier for me. Why do I
Okay.
Choose a thing that I've never heard in my entire life.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Or okay thing, responses that you might get from your students? Yes. नयाँ जेनेरेसनले त के हो यो पनि भन्ला.
They might say.
Right? अर्को पनि के कुरा सुन्नु सक्नुहुन्छ भनेदेखि if you come to, if they know about the TOEFL test, okay? TOEFL त गाह्रो छ नि हैन? Okay? So they will tell you TOEFL त गाह्रो छ. तपाईले किन पुश गर्नुभयो TOEFL? अर्को कुरा भनेको TOEFL त US मा मात्रै एक्सेप्ट हुन्छ. म त क्यानाडा जाने हो, म त UK जाने हो. Okay? So I think that US मा मात्रै एक्सेप्टेड त I think the map actually kind of thing. अब गाह्रोको कुरा आउँदाखेरि तपाईको अफिसमा एउटा स्टुडेन्ट आउँछ र भन्छ म TOEFL हैन यो अर्को टेस्ट लिन्छु किनभने यो सजिलो छ. राइट? त्यसमध्ये कति पर्सेन्ट चाहिँ पहिला त्यो टेस्ट दिइसकेको अथवा पढिसकेको हुन्छ सर?
30%, I guess.
30%.
Yeah, my institute, I guess.
Okay, they come for the second time.
Yeah.
Exam दिइसकेर.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they are recently past week, I guess there were 3 students. They've already appeared for the PT exam and then.
Okay, so they've already given and they've come.
Yeah.
Now they're ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't need to take another test.
No, they need to.
They need to. Why?
Yeah, because they didn't meet the requirements.
Oh, they didn't meet the requirements. Okay, that's nice.
So everybody is not able to crack that.
That is very nice, sir. That is very good. Okay. So अब हामी मोबाइलको कुरा गर्छौँ एकछिनमा टाइम भयो भने. So it is accepted all over the world in more than 11,500 universities or institutions, government institutions around the world. That is all. Okay. But most of the time, people come and tell you, PT त सजिलो छ. तपाईले यदि क्वेशन सोध्नु भयो भने तिमीले कसरी थाहा पायो PT सजिलो? पढ्यौ तिमीले? पढ्या छौ? जाँच्दा छौ? हल्लामा सुन्यो. So TOEFL कसरी गाह्रो छ? सुन्या छ. Exactly. Okay. So त्यसमा चाहिँ probably we need your help. Alright? किनभने एउटा स्टुडेन्ट 30% of the student एकपल्ट जाँच दिइसकेपछि आउँछ 26-27 हजार खर्च गरेर तपाईको आउँछ सेकेन्ड टाइम दिनलाई. राइट? अर्को 26-27 हजार खर्च गर्नलाई. म तपाईलाई एउटा सानो हिस्ट्री भनिदिन्छु. नेपालमा पियर्सन टेस्ट अफ इङ्ग्लिसको सबभन्दा पहिलो टेस्ट सेन्टर खोल्ने मान्छे तपाईहरुको अगाडि बसिरहेको छु. सो मैले एउटा रिपोर्ट हेर्दाखेरि I was not able to go into the test center after the center was made, but I could see the reports, analysis. The most number of times I've taken, the highest number. I mean, त्यतिलाई हेर्थ्यो, ओहो पैसा आयो, ओहो यति भयो. एकजनाले हामीलाई यति कन्ट्रिब्युट गर्नुभयो कि we wanted to meet him, तर अफसोस भेट्न पाइएन. तर उहाँले 17 चोटि जाँच दिनुभयो. Okay? And our team was elated. Very happy for him. That's business. Okay? So, यस्तो हुन्छ र एजुकेसन कन्सल्टेन्सीमा एक्सपर्ट्सहरुको एडभाइस दिन किन आउने हो त? यही कुराहरु रिपिट नहोस् भनेर. Right? तर that was the thing that I think he was trying to get his PR. Okay? He had come from Australia and he was giving exams after exams after exams to get 7 equivalent. Okay, so उहाँ अलिक मच्योर हुनुहुन्थ्यो, उहाँसँग पैसा थियो, probably उहाँ 3 महिना छुट्टी लिएर आउनु भएको थियो, राइट? सो उहाँ आनन्द थियो. जस्ट तर इमेजिन तपाईको एउटा 16 वर्षको स्टुडेन्ट, आजकल 16 वर्षमा पास गर्छन् 12. 16 वर्षको स्टुडेन्ट 17 चोटि छोड्दिनुस्. 7 चोटि ट्राई गर्दा पनि स्कोर आएन भने त्यो स्टुडेन्टको मेन्टालिटी के होला?
तीनचोटि दिँदा थाक्छ नि सर अहिले त?
हजुर?
तीनचोटि दिँदा भइरहेको हो नि आउँछ.
Exactly. 3 चोटि.
Maximum 2 breather, sir.
Maximum 2.
Maximum 2.
नभए अब
Take a hope case and everything.
True. र एउटा कुरा म हजुरहरूले पनि भनौँ, चाहे हामी TOEFL हौँ अथवा हाम्रा साथीहरू जो हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरू हुनुहुन्छ, we are not the most important thing in a student's life. Okay? We are just one small checklist. English proficiency checked. Alright? त्यो स्टुडेन्टको मोर इम्पोर्टेन्ट कुरा के हो? उसको फ्युचर. उसको कुन युनिभर्सिटी जाँदैछ त्यसको रेपुटेसन के छ, उसले त्यसमा तिर्नुपर्ने फिस के कति छ, कसरी म्यानेज गर्दैछ, राइट? अब आई डोन्ट नो, अहिले त ब्याङ्कले लोन खुल्यो भन्छ कि के छ, तर लास्ट 1-2 महिना अगाडिसम्म कसरी म्यानेज गर्ने फाइनेन्सेस, राइट? अस्ट्रेलियाले S56 भन्ने फर्म भर भनेर दिन्छ, हामीले जिन्दगीमा नेपालमा कहिले पनि करै तिरेका छैनौँ, राइट? सो देयर आर सो मेनी थिङ्स टु वरी। र यसमा यो इङ्ग्लिस प्रोफिसियन्सी टेस्टमा बिलिभ मी सर, हामी पहिला भेट नभए होला, तर आई हेभ बिन इन द इन्डस्ट्री फर मोर देन 12 years now, okay, as of today. I have seen people, मैले देखाएको छु स्टुडेन्टहरू, ओके, यङ एकदम एस्पिरेसन्स भएको मान्छेहरू एउटा अफिसमा 1 वर्षसम्म घुमेको, के भयो? अब गर्दैन अप्लाई, अलिकति पुगेन मार्क्स, केमा? इङ्ग्लिस प्रोफिसियन्सीमा। एकाडेमिक ठिक छ, ए ल्याएको छु, राइट? स्पोन्सर ठिक छ, मेरो दाइ उता काम गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँले देखाइदिनु भन्नु भएको छ, मेरो मामा पनि तयार हुनुहुन्छ, मेरो काका पनि तयार हुनुहुन्छ मेरो लागि, मेरो भविष्य बनोस् भनेर, तर अड्क्या कहाँ छ? इङ्ग्लिस प्रोफिसियन्सी टेस्टमा। इट इज अ भेरी ब्याड थिङ। र त्यसमा म हजुरहरूलाई भन्छु, अरू आई विल नट टेल यु द अदर थिङ्स, बट एउटा रिपिट रेट भन्ने हुन्छ। रिपिट रेट भने हजुरले बुझ्नुभयो नि, होइन? सिम्पल, कतिपल्ट रिपिट गर्छ भनेर। TOEFL has the lowest repeat rate all over the world. It's 1.2 times. Our closest competitor has 4.6 times. र म closest competitor भन्दिनँ, 4.6 times globally. नेपालको मात्र प्रब्लम होइन, ब्राजिलियन्सहरू छ, कोलम्बियन्सहरू छ, फिलिपिनोजहरू छ, ओके, जहाँ चाहिँ दे नट नेटिभ इङ्ग्लिस स्पिकर्स। सो देयर इज अ 4.6 times normal, repeat rate, and we have 1.2 times. अहिले तपाईँहरूले ETS इन्डिया भन्ने ह्यान्डल फेसबुकमा गएर हेर्नुहोस्, त्यहाँ तपाईँहरूले देख्नुहुन्छ पन्जाबी स्टुडेन्ट्सहरू, म त इन्डिया पढाए हो, तर तपाईँहरूलाई थाहा छैन, इन्डियामा 5वटा जोक हाने पनि 4वटा पन्जाबीको हुन्छ, ओके, र त्यो 4वटामा 2टा त उसको इङ्ग्लिसको बारेमा हुन्छ। आइएल्सलाई पन्जाबमा आइलेट्स भनिन्छ, TOEFL लाई के भनिन्छ थाहा छैन मलाई, ओके, we've heard TOEFL भन्छ, पनि के भन्छ, ओके। पन्जाबमा पनि we have cases, you will see in that handle, okay, नेपालीहरूको त we don't need that testimony, किनभने we are very good. Our median rate is around 22, okay, where Nigerians, Filipinos, where they speak English, they are around 17. So out of 30 को रेटमा median त्यो गर्दाखेरि नेपालीहरूको around it's around 22. Nigerians, Filipinosहरूको 17 छ। So पन्जाबीहरू त अझै तल छ, okay. I'm sorry, we don't have Punjabis, but in Indian overall average. But you will see in that Facebook handle that Punjabi students are giving testimonials and saying, I did it in one go. I got the desired score. I did another test, I could not get my required score. I did TOEFL and got my required score. Why? Because we are absolutely academic. Okay? It's just that we become like a ghost. You know? So the fear of the unknown. Okay, सबैजनाले कुरा गरेछ हैन, यो सजिलो छ, यही सजिलो छ, they go it. But TOEFL nobody talks about. So it's unknown. It's the fear of the unknown. But what TOEFL can help you with is तपाईहरुको students को त्यो exertion, that frustration, okay, that loss of hope, loss of aspirations. I think the quick TOEFL test would help that, you know, help your students from losing out on all those things. Okay? Why? पहिलाको format, let's not discuss because it's gone. The new format, if you talk about reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Okay? So this is the format. Alright? We will do it with your English trainers when we do the teachers training. But let's see this. How is the TOEFL test? 1 hour 56 minutes my your test सकिन्छ. Alright? पहिला 35 minutes को लागि reading हुन्छ. Reading मा there are 2 paragraphs and there are 20 questions, 10 each. Your 20 questions is MCQs, multiple choice questions where students just tick it. Okay? Now, reading को question number 1 मा your student लाई आयो, okay, this is the question. On the side, he or she will be able to see the question where is this coming from, that paragraph. Okay, question तपाईको अगाडि हुन्छ, paragraph यही हुन्छ, question यो paragraph भित्रबाट आको भनेर, then he or she will have to just tick it. एउटा शब्द लेख्नु पर्दैन, एउटा सेन्टेन्स लेख्नु पर्दैन, एउटा प्याराग्राफ लेख्नु पर्दैन. सो हामी नेपालीहरु स्टुडेन्टहरुको के प्रब्लम हुन्छ, ग्रामर मिस्टेक हुन्छ, कहिले के हुन्छ. These are MCQs. Listening, I'll tell you what, listening ma we give the content. Okay, so sorry, reading ma I forgot to say, reading even in listening, what you can do, what the students can do is they can skip the questions. हामीले हाम्रो पढेको स्टाइल स्कुलमा कलेजमा जसरी पढ्थ्यौँ नि 10 वटा क्वेशन आउँथ्यो, घन्टी बज्थ्यो, अब टाइम सुरु 3 घण्टा, हामी क्वेशन नम्बर 1 हेर्थ्यौँ, 2 हेर्थ्यौँ, आउँदैन, क्वेशन नम्बर 3 ओके यो आउँछ, यहाँबाट सुरु गर्छु. That's how they can do the TOEFL test. They can skip the question and come back to it again. Okay? Same thing with listening. Listening in some parts can be repeated. They can listen to the audio again and they do MCQs. र त्यही भएर reading र listening, the scores come out immediately after the test. 1 hour 56 minutes once our student finishes the test, the scores are out. You know, these are MCQs. So student la idea huncha, how did I do the test? Kasto parale gayo. Okay? So all our sections are based on 30, and the total is 120. Now, the reading and listening is actually evaluated, assessed by AI, artificial intelligence. Okay? We'll talk about that more. Now, speaking and writing. When you come to speaking and writing, speaking is for 16 minutes, and there are 4 tasks. All right? And they are, in speaking, we are giving them content. It's not like, तपाईले यो चस्मा देख्नुभयो, यसको बारेमा भन्नुस्, recorder on, सुरु. Okay? What we do is we give them content. तपाईले PT मा पनि थाहा पाउनुभयो होला, it's integrated task. Okay? We give them something to read about this chasma. Then we give them an audio to listen to about the shades. Alright? Then they have to talk about it for a minute. So they get the concept. But TOEFL ma, the best thing about TOEFL is they can take notes the entire test. So they are always taking notes. Okay, so when they are listening, they're taking notes. When they're reading, they're taking notes. Then they're speaking. And same thing with the writing. We do not have any topic. So, एउटा जाँचमा मैले एकजना विद्यार्थी भेटेको थिएँ अपेक्षासँग कि करिश्मासँग आई फगट 6-7 महिना अगाडि एउटा टेस्टमा उलाई आयो टपिक मैले नाम पनि बिर्सेँ सरी स्काई भेन्चरको बारेमा उले बोल्नु पर्यो ओके र त्यो स्टुडेन्टलाई भेटेर घर गएर गुगल नगरुन्जेलसम्म मलाई पनि थाहा छैन स्काई भेन्चर भनेको के हो. Sky Venture भनेको चाहिँ एउटा drone manufacturing company is. Okay? So this guy got Sky Venture as the topic in his speaking section in one of the tests. In TOEFL, sorry, it is all academic. It is a discussion between professors and students, a librarian and a student, something in the canteen, something about a students planning a picnic. It's always like that. And we give them content. We make them read about it, we make them listen about it, then they speak or then they write. Integrated. Okay? So one task in the writing that is new is academic, like I said. Okay? There is something the professor talks about something, let's say about the fan, whether it is good or not. Student 1 gives an opinion, yes, it is a good thing. Student 2 gives an opinion, says it's not a good thing. Okay? And I am student number 3, I have to give my opinion, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay? तर यसको बावजुद पनि स्टुडेन्टहरु आएर तपाईलाई भन्छ तपाईको गाह्रो छ सर तपाई मलाई धेरै पुछ नगर्नुस्. Okay? म गइदिन्छु अर्को ठाउँमा. Right? So this is the TOEFL test. So what we can do for you is we can actually give you some TOEFL Go, okay, .ets.org भन्ने एउटा link छ that we can forward it to all of you. You can try the test yourself. Okay? It's a web application. You can do it on your phone or in anything. It's as simple as that. र हामीसँग एउटा टेस्टिमोनियल के छ भने एउटा अस्ट्रेलिया फोकस्ड एउटा एजेन्सी, नयाँ एजेन्सी हाम्रो एकजना मित्रले खोल्नु भएको छ मिड बानेश्वरमा. र उहाँले के भन्नुभयो भने मैले TOEFL सुरु गरे अस्ट्रेलियाको लागि यो खबर आउनुभन्दा अगाडि, रिभ्यू आउनुभन्दा अगाडि. र TOEFL म किन पढाउँछु भन्दाखेरि TOEFL मा मेरो टाइम, एनर्जी, मनी सबै सेभ हुन्छ. किनभने मेरो TOEFL preparation, it goes only for 2 weeks. 2 weeks my students are ready. Because there's nothing much. Okay? यो AI लाई कसरी beat गर्ने भनेर मैले practice गराउनु पर्दैन. It's just simple. Understand this. This is the question. The answer is here. यसरी आउँछ answer. यसरी skim गर्ने, यसरी गर्ने, and they are ready for it. They just have to tick mark, tick mark, tick mark. The more they practice, the more they get. So that is probably why we're not saying we're easy, but we are just saying we are very logical. हामी एउटा ब्याचलर्स पढ्न जाने स्टुडेन्टलाई ओके एउटा इङ्ग्लिस ओलम्पियाडको जस्तो क्वेसन हामी सोध्न चाहदैनौँ, किनभने इट्स नट वर्थ इट. इट्स जस्ट द बेसिक क्राइटेरिया, राइट? बेसिक क्राइटेरिया. उसले इङ्ग्लिसमा सुन्न सक्छ, लेख्न सक्छ, पढ्न सक्छ र बोल्न सक्छ, त्यति मात्रै त हो कम्युनिकेसनको लागि. सो द्याट्स वाट TOEFL इज अल अबाउट. So what we can help you is with this test that is very, very simple. That your students do not waste time 3 months, 6 months. कतिपल्ट त्यो कलेजलाई इमेल पठाउनुहुन्छ तपाईँहरू, स्टुडेन्ट भ्याएन डिफर गरिदिनुहोस् अर्को इन्टेक, ओके फेरि डिफर गरिदिनुहोस्, फेरि ल्याएन 0.5. Why? Take the TOEFL test, give it in one shot, okay, 1 hour 56 minutes. The speaking and writing scores will come out in 4 days. Okay, not with it immediately, because the speaking and writing section is actually assessed by 2 parties. One is artificial intelligence, the other one is 4 human proctors. 4, not 1. Okay, and then there is a master proctor that evaluates all the scores of AI and the human proctors and gives the score. तपाईहरुले as friends मार्केटमा गएर TOEFL को स्कोरमा कुनै पनि राइटिङमा, स्पिकिङमा, लिसनिङमा, रिडिङमा कहिले पनि डिस्क्रिपेन्सी भएको छ भनेर लिएर आउनुस्. ओके, we will go to the Marriott. Alright, that's a friendly challenge. Please talk to people and please find out if there's ever been a discrepancy. Alright, कसैले यहाँ पिक्चर हेरेर यो रुखको पिक्चरलाई बाघ भनेर बोल्दा पनि फुल मार्क्स आउने, राइट? कसैको चाहिँ माइक अलिकति टाढा भएर 0 आइदिने,
त्यस्तो टेक्निकल समस्या छ.
यस सर, राइट? अनि कतिको स्पिकिङमा प्रब्लम आउँछ नि सर,
जे बोले पनि नम्बर आउने, जे नम्बर नम्बर आउने, त्यस्तो
एक्ज्याक्टली. त्यस्तो कहिले पनि हुँदैन TOEFL मा. द्याट्स एकदम फेयर टेस्ट, बिकज AI ले समातेन भने humans can catch. Okay, if the mic is a little far away, okay, the humans can adjust the volumes and listen. Yeah, if the humans are in a bad mood, okay, जस्तो हाम्रो human invigilators हुनुहुन्छ नि, हैन? बिहान आफ्नो स्पाउससँग झगडा गरेर आइयो, राइट? यो 16 वर्षको सानो भाइ बसेको छ, यसको म फ्युचर के गर्दिनु, राइट? मेरो मुड छैन, or I'm tired. Okay, I have taken like 45 speaking tests so far. अब के गर्ने, मलाई अल्छी लागिरहेको छ, राइट? पहिले असेसमेन्ट कहाँ हुन्छ, यहाँ हुनुपर्ने हो कि उता युकेमा हुनुपर्ने हो, द्याट्स अनदर थिङ. ओके, और कहिलेकाहीँ 17 पल्ट कसैले एक्जाम दिँदाखेरि हामीले एकदम खुसी भएको थियो. सो इट इज द सेम थिङ. अहिले द्याट इज द न्यू सेल्स स्ट्राटेजी, राइट? आई मिन इट्स मेड टु ब्रेक. तपाईँहरूको सेलफोन्स, तपाईँहरूको स्मार्ट वाच, तपाईँहरूको ब्याग्स, तपाईँहरूको सनग्लासेस, इट्स अल मेड टु ब्रेक, isn't it? जब कि हाम्रो बाजेले दिनुभएको रोलेक्स हाम्रो बुवाले पुरा जिन्दगीभर लाउनुहुन्छ, उहाँले हामीलाई ह्यान्डओभर गर्नुहुन्छ, कति टिक्छ? HMT वाच, होइन? हिन्दुस्तान मेसिनरी HMT को घडी 3 जेनेरेसन, 4 जेनेरेसन. अहिलेको स्मार्ट वाच 3 वर्ष टिक्छ, मोबाइल 7 वर्ष टिक्छ, 5 वर्ष टिक्छ. इट्स मेड टु ब्रेक. सो लेट मी टेल यु भेरी अनेस्टली, हजुरहरू मभन्दा धेरै एक्सपिरियन्स हुनुहुन्छ, बट हाम्रो इन्डस्ट्रीमा पनि अनफर्चुनेटली द मेड टु ब्रेक स्ट्राटेजी हेज एन्टर्ड. Okay, taking advantage of the weak points of different nationalities, right? So, I think weakness in our students is speaking. You know, we never speak that often. We can read very well, we can write, right? We can listen also. We are so used to listening, but speaking is the part where we miss out. And a 0.5 below the required university requirements gives us more business. Okay? Sorry to say that, but that is the truth, right? But in TOEFL, never a score that he or she does not deserve. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? So that's us. In 4 days, the scores will come. Like I said, our repeat rate is 1.2 times, so you will never have to write to a university or a college to defer the intake. Your students will make it in one go. All right? So this is what it is. When we actually send you that link to practice, practice when you can fill it for yourself. Okay? And also if you get the opportunity to actually sit down with your trainers, okay, and take them through our teachers training workshop, I think it will be much better. All right, now what is the other thing that we can probably help? So on the affordable test rate, sorry, I'll rephrase. So on the affordable gold standard test is the TOEFL test. Okay, we have priced at $195, जुन चाहिँ आजको probably rate मा 24,700 होला. Okay, so what we have done for you is we have actually appointed global resellers all over the world. But fortunately, there is one reseller in Nepal as well that can actually give you the voucher on demand. Once the student comes into your office, pays you the money that you have asked for, the MRP 24,800, 700, whatever. Okay. After that, the reseller can send you one voucher or two vouchers, whatever you need. Nothing in advance, nothing in bulk. At 21,500 with VAT, with VAT. Okay. So it's up to you where you would like to give discounts to the students or you would like to charge them the MRP. That is absolutely up to you. This is also helping students because when students actually go to the bank द्वारा जब उहाँहरूले TOEFL को लागि register गर्न चाहनुहुन्थ्यो, they have to pay bank charges and taxes. That was taking the price up to 27, 28, 29,000. Okay, so you can receive the voucher at 21,500. Right, so please feel free to help your students. One go, affordable, the most standard test accepted all over the world. And if you think it is difficult, please let us know. We will give you the mocks. You can try it out yourself. Okay? You can try it out yourself. Now, yeah, that's what we talked about. Okay? So they can test the way they want, very conveniently. Okay? And of course, this is another joke. Okay? So कतिपय टेस्टहरुको लागि तपाईहरु आफैले स्टुडेन्टको लागि 7 महिना कुर्नु भएको छ, 8 महिना कुर्नु भएको छ, हैन? कतिले सोर्स लगाएर डेट निकाल्दिनु भएको छ, राइट? तपाईहरुमा त्यस्तो केही दुःख गर्नु पर्दैन. तपाईको स्टुडेन्टले 2 दिन अगाडिसम्म they can register for the test 2 days in advance. Okay? If any student wants to take the test again, though we discourage it, we do not want students to retake the test, but if they want to do that, they can do it in as less as 3 days.